Hey there, it's Miss Suzanne with SLP Play with Me. And today we're actually going to be talking about read with me. How do we get our children to sit down and listen to a book? Because so many people will tell us, hey, the best thing you can do to build your child's language is to read to them. And you know what? There's so much research on that, and it's true. It's evidence-based. But what can you do when your child will not sit down for a book? Well, oftentimes we are well-intended communication partners and or parents or loved ones, and we really want to share a story that we loved when we were little. And I looked at one and I said, oh my gosh, I loved Best Friends for Francis. This was such an awesome book, and I really want to share it with my child. Well, guess what? Sometimes kids do not want to sit and listen to the book that we loved when we were a child, especially when the pages look like this. They don't even get through the opening of the book because they see too much information. And a lot of times it's all about the TMI with kids. They want stimulus, response, and they want 1, 2, 3, go. And that's how long some kids pay attention. So how do we get them to sit with us and give them some language stimulation and some language bombardments? Well, sometimes it has to deal with that floor time. So check out those videos and how to get my kid to play with me. And then we can get on to how can I get them to read with me. So I'm going to show you a first step book. This is actually a free printable book that you can get off of DLT-Kids. Google search that and you'll find a lot of free printables. It's very nice. And I'm going to look at this book, and right now, notice it might not look interesting to you. You might be like, that doesn't look as cool as maybe this book or this cool book. It's just black and white. Well, again, sometimes it is the too much information for some kids, and some do love letters. They might even just stay on the letters and not even look at the car itself. Your child might know all the letters and they might know how to read, but does the language mean anything to them? This is a nice example on how we can get a kid who might know all the letters and know how to read, but is not really taking it inside and making meaning out of it. Notice how this book has just 1 or 2 objects on the page. And notice how short these sentences are. And notice it also has the word go constantly because that's the language that's bombarded. Check out books that are sight word readers, that are for kids who are just learning how to read, because they also pair well for kids who are just learning how to learn and learning basic language structures. So when you see go, car, go, I see an airplane, go, airplane, go. I see a boat, go, boat, go. I see a car, go, car, go. It might not seem interesting to you at all. You might want to say, hey, let's try this one. This is so much better. The gingerbread man rocks. Well, for your child, this book might rock if you just twist it up a little bit. Build that stimulus response into your story that you know your child already loves. So if I might read it like this, go, car, go, just to get them that natural rush that they're seeking out. And I might even turn the page real quickly like that, just to get them to continuously want to interact with that book. I see an airplane. Go, airplane, go. And I'm going to switch it up again. So each page is going to provide that natural rush that that kid who has trouble paying attention and who might be very impulsive and wants that type of life, and bring it into this book while also bombarding language and giving them some interaction with you as well. So the next time that you want to read something that you really loved when you were a child, perhaps you can take those philosophies of making it child-centered and see what type of language and interaction they desire and bring it to a basic interaction first and make it exciting, because life is fun. And for those really fun kids that don't want to sit down to read, try those strategies first. And remember that your child, no matter how fast they dart past you in that room and how they might not want to sit down with you yet, that child is still smart, beautiful, nice, good, and talented. And that life is meant to be fun. So have a great day and come back so I can read that story with you again.